Yeah, I talked to him at halftime. I talked to him in that moment when he was laying there, but certainly at halftime a little bit. From what I was told, is a dislocated ankle and a fractured, what is it, tibia down there, whatever the bone is on the leg. So the doctors here have looked at it. Our doctors have looked at it, and we'll know a lot more. He's going to go straight to the hospital when he gets home.
It's not a great sight to see, but you got to pick yourself up and just keep on fighting, man. We understand that G, God willing, will be fine, and we're gonna continue to pray for him, man. Be there for him as best we can.
Situations don't get any tougher than that on an opening night of an NBA season when everybody's excited about the start of this 82-game campaign, and then that happens. And you think about Brad Stevens and what that must have been like. Here he has a chance to coach the guy he coached in college, and it lasts 5 minutes and 15 seconds of his first season in Boston.
Very unfortunate, but, Kyrie said it, Coach Stevens said it. We still have to continue to fight. We have to move on. It lessens their chance to be a contender and win. With Gordon, they were a really great team. Everybody was excited to see them go up against Cleveland all year in the playoffs. He's not there anymore. Guys have to step up. I think this is going to be the year that Jaylen Brown lets the world know that he's a really good NBA player. Very aggressive tonight, going to the hole, played smart, played inside the system, got us 25 points. He has to be the man to step up for Gordon Hayward.
But it really opens up the Eastern Conference, what it really does, because now John Wall and Bradley Beal, who are fantastic, John Wall, to me, who's in the conversation of the best point guard in the NBA, now them and Toronto, they're going to be jostling for who's the second-best team in the Eastern Conference. So that's the one thing. The injury to Gordon is unfortunate, but the season's going to go on. So now it's going to be who's the second-best team in the Eastern Conference. And I want to see a little bit more, but Washington and Toronto, they're probably in the catbird seats for that number 2 position now.
Yeah, the interesting thing, we all talked about, we were shocked that Kyrie wanted to leave Cleveland. But secondly, as I did watch him with the Cavaliers, I did think it was a disservice that he was basically only playing the 2-guard position. I think that his skill set could do more. So that's one of the things I'm not 100% sure that he wanted to leave. But now, with the absence of Gordon Hayward, he's got to play more like the Cleveland version of Kyrie and be more of a scorer and less of a facilitator, because they can't get easy baskets, without him creating them for himself. And that's also probably one of the things that he's thinking about now, is that, well, I want it to be to maturation of this new point guard, that I really have to play like I did last year and more of a scorer.
And see, I'm going to disagree with you. See, because now I think he got to become more of a playmaker, because Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Horford, he got to make those guys better. This, to me, there's a lot of guys who are really good players who don't make guys better. He's got to play a really traditional point guard. He's going to get his 20-ish points, but he's going to have to get those other guys involved. Those other guys aren't good enough.
See, I thought he was going to have to be a 20-point scorer with Gordon Hayward, and now I think he has to be a 25-point scorer.
Well, he's going to get that anyway. He's going to get enough FGAs, but I'm talking about, you look at those guys, you just can't get a ball to Jaylen Brown or Tatum.
Without question.
And those guys. So that's why it's going to be incumbent, I can't even say the word. Incumbent for him to, hey, listen, let me tell you something. I'm not great vocabulary-wise.
Nobody's laughing at you?
I'm just telling you, the food was laughing at me.
Oh, okay.
But,
I'm not laughing yet.
But he's going to have to learn to do a really good job of making those guys better. He wants to be the man. Now he's got to be the man.
Chuck.